Hey everybody, it's Mr. Cognetti from Citizenship Academy again. Welcome back to math. And today we're going to be doing lesson 5 for module 1. To start off today, to warm up, we're going to be playing pretty much the same game we did the other day, where I'd show you a number of circles, let you look at it for a couple seconds, then I'd cover it up and ask you how many you saw. Today we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it with me holding up my fingers. So I'm going to hold up a finger, show it to you for a couple seconds. Then I'm going to put it down and ask you how many fingers I had up, okay? So if I do this, and then say how many fingers did I have up, you're going to say 1, okay? Ready? See if I can stump you. Here we go. How many fingers are up? 3 fingers. I had 1, 2, 3 fingers up. All right? Ready for the next one? Here we go. Let's see. All right, how many fingers? I had 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here's another one. How many fingers did I have up? I had 1. All right, who's keeping up? If you are, good job. If you're not, it's okay. Keep practicing. You're doing fine. Here we go. Last one. Ready? How many fingers did I have up? I had all 5 of them. All my fingers are up on my hand. We have 5 fingers on each hand, so I must have had 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Well, we're warmed up. We're counting now. Today, we're going to be working on pretty much the same thing we did yesterday. Yesterday we worked on how to split 6 up a couple different ways. Today we're going to be working on a different number, okay? So, 1 second. Let's see, where are my blue ones? Okay. Okay, how many circles do I have on the board right now? Go ahead, take a couple seconds to count them. How many do I have? Did you count them? Let's count together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 altogether. Now let's make a number bond out of this number of circles, okay? We have our hole up top and our 2 part circles down here. Now our hole is how many we have all together. And we said that was 7. So I'm going to write a 7 here. Now, we have this split up into 2 parts, right? We have 2 colors. We have blue circles and green circles. How many blue circles do we have? Go ahead, take a couple seconds to count the blue circles. Did you count them? Let's count them together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's one of our parts, our part to our whole. Because if you have part of something, you don't have all of it. One of our parts is 6. My marker's not working. Hold on. Different marker. We have 6 blue circles. How many green circles do we have? Just 1. So we have 1 green circle. So that must mean when 6 blue circles and 1 green circle come together, they make 7 circles total, or all together. Okay? Now, what if we were to write this this number bond and this picture into a number sentence, what would that look like? We have our first part plus our second part, which equals our whole. Think about it for a couple seconds. See if you can get it. Part plus part equals whole. Okay? Go ahead. Okay. What are the two parts that make 7? What are our two parts? One of them is 6. So I'm going to write that down here in a number sentence for our first part. And one of them is 1. And when we add those together, what do we get? We get 7. So we have 6 plus 1 equals 7. Can you say that with me? Ready? 6 plus 1 equals 7. All right? Now, what if this time I put the blue circles first? What if I were to put the green circles first? How many green circles do we have? We have 1. And how many blue circles do we have? We have 6. So 6 plus 1 equals 7. Does 1 plus 6 equal 7? Let's think. If we had 6 blue circles and then went 7, that one more is 7. So we know 6 plus 1 equals 7. What if we have 1 green circle and then we have to count all these? Count on. Ready? So 1. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 plus 6 also equals 7. Say this one ready. Say this one with me. Ready? 1 plus 6 equals 7. 1 plus 6 equals 7. 6 plus 1 equals 7. Both equal the same thing. And if you wanted to get really tricky, if you're really understanding this, you could even move the whole number to the other side. Say 7 equals 1 plus 6. It's like basically reading this one backwards. 7 equals 1 plus 6. You can write it that way also, okay? But if this confuses you, just go with one of those ways. Works perfectly, okay? Now, I'm going to switch it up a little bit, okay? I need another blue circle. Let's see. Here we go. All right. So I took away that 1 green circle, put 1 blue circle up there, so we still have 7, okay? So we still have 7, but I'm going to split these up. Now I have a part that is on top of this whiteboard and a part that is in the middle of the whiteboard, okay? So I want you to think, how many blue circles do I have up on top of my whiteboard? Take a couple seconds and figure that out. Did you figure it out? Do you know how many circles I have up here? Let's count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so there's one of our parts. So I'm going to write 5 in the part of our number bond. So what do we have over here? How many do I have down in the middle of my whiteboard? That one's an easy one. I have 1, 2. I have 2 over there. That's our other part. Part plus part equals whole. Part plus part equals whole. All of those together. Okay, so we knew we still had 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our number bond works. Our whole is 7, and our 5 and 2, when they come together, they make that 7. So how would this look if we were to write it as a number sentence? Again, this is a number sentence when we have our addition sign and our equal sign in there. How would this look? A little hint, part plus part equals whole. Take those words out, plug in the numbers. Think about it for a couple seconds. You got it? If part plus part equals whole, instead of saying part, let's say the numbers I point to when I point to them. So originally it'd be part plus part equals whole, but now it's 5 plus 2 equals 7. So we're going to write exactly that. 5 plus 2 equals 7. Can you read this with me? Ready? 5 plus 2 equals 7. Awesome job. You guys sound like you're mathematicians. You're doing great. Now, that time I went this way in my number bond. Can I start with my number 2 and go this way? If I have 2 plus 5, does it still equal 7? Yes, it does. Because when we're adding numbers together, it doesn't matter which part comes first. We can have the 5 come first or the 2 come first. 5 plus 2 is the same as 2 plus 5. Okay? Is there another way we can write this? Yeah, we could flip it around and write it backwards. We could have 7 equals 5 plus 2. Okay? All right, so I'm going to move this one over here because it's another way of making 7. We have 6 plus 1 equals 7. Now we have 5 plus 2 equals 7. Let's find another way to make 7. Erase this quick. We're going to find one more way of making 7, and then we'll call it a day, okay? Hang in there. You're doing awesome. Okay, again, I have 7 circles up here, but I'm going to move them around differently. I'm not taking any off, and I'm not putting more on. So we know we're staying with our whole is 7. But I'm going to take this one and move it down here. And then I'm going to take this one and move it down here. Okay, we still have our 2 parts. One of our parts is the number of circles on the top of the whiteboard. The other part is the number of circles in the middle of our whiteboard. Okay? So, how many circles do I have on the top of my whiteboard? 1, 2, 3. I have 3 circles. How many circles do I have in the middle of my whiteboard? Count with me, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to write that on this side of our number bond. Okay? Now, we're going to make our number sentence. Okay? Remember, we have part plus part equals whole. Part plus part equals whole. Part plus part equals whole. Okay, let's start. What's our first part? Does it matter which one we start with? No, it doesn't. I always like to start with the number on the left, but that's just me. You guys can start with this one. We're going to do both right now, okay? So we'll start with 3. 3 plus 4 equals 7. If we took our 3 top circles plus our 4 middle circles, we'd get a total of 7 circles. All right, tell me, if I write the number sentence like this, is it still true? 4 plus 3 equals 7. It is. We can write it both ways. We can flip these numbers around and it still makes sense. Okay, I'm going to move this number sentence over here so we know that we found another way of making 7. Awesome job. For your exit ticket in your quiz, you're going to be practicing this exact same type of thing with maybe a couple things thrown in that we've practiced in the past couple of days. All right? You guys have been doing great. Keep it up. Again, if you're having a little trouble, don't worry about it. You're going to get it. And if you're already getting it, that's awesome. Have a nice day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.